akhirnya nih kita bisa ngobrol-ngobrol bareng sama Fred. Saya happy banget karena saya tahu banget kamu dari kecil kayak gimana. Saya sebagai dokternya tahu perkembangan kamu dan saya bangga banget kamu bisa mencapai apa yang udah kamu capai sekarang. Tapi sekarang kita nggak mau ngomong-ngomong seputar gigi karena buat saya udah bosan. Kita mau ngobrol mengenai siapa sih sosok Fred. Pasti banyak orang tuh yang pengen tahu who you are dan how you achieve, how accomplish this period of time, ya karir kamu tuh gimana caranya kayak gitu. Sebelum kita mulai perbincangannya, boleh dong sedikit flashback nih waktu kamu awal-awal, waktu pertama kali mulai Putri Indonesia, apa sih yang membawa kamu tuh sampai berpikiran oke, saya mau nih masuk terjun ke dunia entertainment.
Awalnya karena pertama-tama ada kesempatan yang datang, ada someone yang offer me the opportunity to join dan dia melihat ada potential di aku untuk ikut Putri Indonesia. At the start I was like, masa sih aku join Putri Indonesia, kayaknya bukan aku banget. Tapi karena aku research about the yayasan dan ternyata it's not just about beauty pageants tapi tentang women empowerment dan koneksi mereka di Indonesia tuh sangat bagus terhadap kayak to private industries dan juga to the government as well. Jadi itu kayak for me, why not? It's an opportunity for me to grow dan untuk belajar sesuatu yang mungkin waktu itu aku 19 tahun, yang mungkin anak yang usia 19 tahun belum bisa achieve. So dan aku juga anaknya agak ambitious, so like I'm ambitious tapi introvert. Jadi I have to be the best.
I see. So how come like that? I mean, it's because your mom trained you like that, or your dad, or like that, or you inside?
Karena mungkin ini ya, only child. Jadi kayak I always wanna do the best because I'm the only child, right? So I always wanna.
Tapi biasanya kalau the only child spoil.
Mungkin beda-beda
kalau
ya.
orang Indonesia kan biasanya kan manja kayak gitu. Karena biasa karena the only child kita minta apa, terus pasti dikasih gitu. How come you inside kayak pengen achieve gitu?
I don't know, I've always been very competitive karena mungkin dari kecil ikut kayak sports, ikut beberapa kompetisi, kayak piano competitions, the theater. Jadi udah suka tampil di atas panggung dan suka tantangan. So introverted but ambitious when it comes to something that I want. Apalagi in school as well. Kalau misalnya suka salah satu subject or some activity, I would try to be the best at it. So that's why I wanted to join Putri Indonesia dan makanya punya drive yang tinggi untuk win the competition karena the ambition that I had from a young age. Dan setelah dipercaya untuk menang Putri Indonesia 2019, I know I was quite young, jadi aku tahu kalau juri itu they took a chance on me. You know, they believe me, they trust me. Biasanya kan pemenang-pemenang Putri Indonesia sudah dewasa, sudah di atas 21 tahun. So I was quite young, so I knew that they took a chance on me, so I had to prove them that their decision was right. Dan itu yang jadi motivator juga, jangan sampai aku kecewain orang lain yang sudah percaya.
So you kind of like keep the trust.
Keep the trust, and
doesn't want to let anyone down. But don't you feel like pressure? How you handle the pressure?
Pressure cukup lumayan tinggi, apalagi for someone who's 19, who's still like, you know, mentally you're not fully developed yet. Jadi mungkin banyak anxiety, banyak stress yang kita belum bisa mengerti untuk cara menghandle-nya. But I think because from a young age I was always taught that in my head challenges and tough experiences, you have to go through them because that's what's gonna make you better. Jadi aku tahu the pain is temporary, but after I'll come out stronger.
Wow. In a young age, you already have that
Mentality.
mental
Yeah.
of the winner.
Yeah.
I mean, a warrior.
Yeah.
Where does
That come from? I think maybe because of my education as well. Sempat, because I was educated in international schools, and I feel like they give you a lot of opportunity to develop your own thinking process and your own decisions. Jadi I feel like they mature faster. Dibikin lebih independent dari kecil. So I think that's why I thought more. I was more mature from a young age, and udah dibiasain sama pendidikan aku dari kecil harus mandiri, harus bisa semuanya.
But normally your friends also do the same like yours, or like you the only one?
I'm the only one. I
Is that like compare with all your friends from the school like that? You kind of like one of your friends in that years that the one that can achieve who you are become, right? So it's mean that you the one, you the only one like that.
Yeah,
right?
I guess I'm the only one who thinks in this mentality. I could have gone the other route, which is to, follow formal education after formal education, go on to a corporate job like most of my friends did. But I saw a different opportunity, and I think maybe, yes, in that way I think differently. I can see opportunities that other people cannot see. And maybe I am more mature or more dari usia kecil dibandingin yang teman-teman yang lain.
But you don't feel like if you want to flashback and then see, would you do differently? Because you're kind of like young, while other friends can do freely, while you cannot do. Will you do differently? To get back
My childhood. No, I don't know. I think everything happens for a reason. Yes, aku melihat teman-teman aku yang masih punya they still don't have as many responsibilities as I did at that age. So they had more freedom, they had more fun. Sedangkan aku udah harus kerja di usia 19 tahun and I had to represent Indonesia, So big responsibility. Tapi I wouldn't change it because a lot of doors opened for me after that, and I got a career out of it as well, and I got to make an achievement. Mungkin kalau bisa, kadang-kadang I think maybe I should have joined Putri Indonesia pas usia 24-25 karena mungkin mentality-nya lebih mature. Bukan mature like I wasn't mature before, tapi maybe I could have understood myself better now than I was when I was 19. Yeah.
Oh. So you mean that you want to pass the things?
Yeah, because you know yourself more as a woman, and women, I think their brains fully develop when they're 25, and I think that's a good age because di usia segitu kamu tahu what you want, who you are, emotionally you're more stable as well. So I feel like mungkin aku bisa show the world better who Frederica is compared to 19 gitu. Tapi I think 19 is the benefits too, karena mungkin aku nggak seberani dulu. Mungkin aku bisa ambil risk to take Putri Indonesia, to join Putri Indonesia, to do Miss Universe, karena at that age you can take those risks, right? You're not scared of failure. Kalau sekarang, kalau harus join banyak yang harus dipertimbangkan.
Betul. Plus nanti kalau misalnya gagal,
Iya,
umur juga
gimana?
udah sekian
Iya.
gitu ya ada
Ada
downside,
plus, iya.
ada plus and minusnya.
Iya.
Sekarang tadi kamu bilang kamu udah 25 udah, kan kamu 25 kan?
Yeah.
25. It's mature, you
Yeah.
say. So go back to the entertain career. Mana yang paling suka? Acting. Sekarang kan kamu kesibukannya kan acting ya. Mana yang paling suka? Acting, modeling, atau mana yang the best in entertainment yang menurut kamu paling drive yang fit with your personality itu yang mana?
Aku suka acting karena it allows me to be very creative dan it's refreshing to not be yourself, kayak to tell another person's story dan untuk melihat sebuah karya yang kamu sudah buat di layar and like see other people's reactions. It gives you it makes you happy. Tapi I also like the work I did as Putri Indonesia, being a spokesperson, talking in front of a lot of people. That's also something I like. Modeling sebenarnya nggak terlalu suka karena agak I don't really like photo shoots or
all day modeling is all day photo shoot.
And I don't like your job to be based on just your looks. I like it when they can see other qualities. In acting, they can see your acting skills and different personalities, your creativity, your emotional development, your emotional depth. Kalau misalnya being a spokesperson, mereka bisa melihat cara kamu bicara, they can see your knowledge, and you can inspire and move people.
Betul. So you more like enjoy kalau bisa become inspired to others, and being motivated to others gitu lah. Iya, bagus banget sih. Terus boleh nggak tanya mengenai personal sedikit? Kan sekarang udah 25 tahun nih, boleh dong sharing sama dokter. Kira-kira tipe laki-laki yang kayak gimana nih kira-kira yang bakalan atau bisa mendampingi kamu in the future?
Okay. I think yang pasti harus yang driven, yang very self-made. Jadi bukan depend on family, tapi have achieve something for himself. Karena aku juga orangnya seperti itu. So I need someone similar, yang punya drive dan cara kerja yang sama. Cara pikirnya juga harus sama. Mungkin yang punya Indonesian tapi Western mentality. Jadi moralsnya tetap Indonesian, sopan santunnya tetap Indonesian, tapi cara berpikirnya ada Western mentality juga.
Tapi kalau Indonesian man itu biasanya sukanya dilayani.
Oh ya?
Sukanya dia ya kalau karena kan kita budaya timur ya, biasanya laki-lakinya itu more harus dihargai kayak gitu. Jadi harus dilayanin kayak gitu. Model will you do when you become as a wife gitu, you prefer like equal or woman which position in the family do you think?
Okay. I don't think. Okay, I'm the type of person that I don't think I can be below, like in terms of like I have to follow everything he asks. But I think there should be equal understanding. Kayak kita punya posisi masing-masing di dalam keluarga. I feel like women add something to the family and men also. But I also would still like to work. Work and keep keep busy as well.
Because sekarang dunianya kan women bekerja ya. Terus nggak ada salahnya juga. It doesn't mean that kalau orang tuanya atau ibunya bekerja, anaknya juga jadi masalah gitu. It proved by me juga, my son is fine aja gitu. I agree with you sih. Kalau tapi mungkin bukannya in term of oke, kamu harus stay di rumah kayak begitu, tapi mungkin lebih ke arah let it you freely do what you like to do, probably the man.
Or just have the understanding like that I am how I am. Jadi it's not like I will suddenly change for them, you know.
Kayak
you have to
partnership
accept
juga
partnership
ya.
dan saling menghargai as well.
Iya betul.
Yeah. Also, but I think it's better if the man is more has more assertiveness as well. I'm still very old school where I think the man is still like the protector, the you know, the leader of the family. So they should be still above you, like in terms of you can look up to them.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Okay, more or less the same.
More or less the same.
Okay, so a final question. What will you give? Apa yang kamu mau kasih tips ke anak-anak muda nih? Ya tadi kan kamu sebut baiknya sih mulainya kalau mau apa Putri Indonesia atau apa gitu di age yang udah lewatin teen gitu. Tapi selain itu apa tuh personality-nya, drive-nya supaya tetap fokus, karena kan banyak anak sekarang kan katanya kan generasi strawberry katanya, yang dikit-dikit give up karena pengaruh sosial media atau digital itu benar-benar membuat fokusnya tuh limited. Jadi one task atau pekerjaan nggak selesai, terus mudah banget move on. In the end jadinya malah nggak ada yang benar-benar dikuasai. Jadi kira-kira apa nih tipsnya?
Ya, aku paham itu di zaman sekarang pasti maunya instant gratification kan, karena dari social media you get happiness from social media, dan kita melihat orang-orang yang sepertinya they get their life they have their life so easy and they want the same thing as well. Tapi di belakang itu there's a lot more that we don't know. It's just what social media is showing. Benefitnya dari anak zaman sekarang menurut aku, they're very good at finding loopholes to situations. Jadi mereka bisa membuat satu tugas yang seharusnya maybe for people it seems hard, but they can find the easy way to do something. So I think that's a benefit.
Living in this era.
Living in this era with AI and everything, there's easier ways to do things now, than they're very advanced compared to you know, the other generations. Tapi ya itu, they need to also know how to work hard and know how it feels to work hard. Dan mungkin salah satu saran dan advice from me is, what I've learned is when you go through a difficult situation, like no one wants to be in a difficult situation, tapi that difficult situation is gonna make you feel better after, membuat kamu lebih tahu lebih banyak hal mungkin, atau lebih kuat setelahnya. You're gonna achieve more after that difficult situation. So don't be afraid to do something difficult, because if it's easy, it's usually not the right thing for you. But if it's hard, it's usually the right thing for you, because it involves work, it involves your dedication, and then after you see your hard work will pay off. Really don't be afraid to take risks, don't be afraid to do hard decisions, dan don't give up as well. Dan yang paling penting mungkin do something that you love and you're passionate about. I think I was very lucky di dalam Putri Indonesia. It fits with how I am. Aku suka public speaking, aku suka ketemu dengan orang dan inspiring other people and talk about interesting topics and being a spokesperson. So I found something that I love. Jadi walaupun secapek apapun kita kerja, like an acting di dunia entertainment, the hours are crazy, but I'm still enjoying it because I'm passionate about it. So find your passion, and no hard work will ever seem hard if you love it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.